Now, we were looking for other alternatives that could compete with Jobelyn. And we looked at Epogene, that's the synthetic erythropoietin, very popular amongst colleagues, very popular amongst Jehovah's Witnesses. But in recent times, we started discovering some disturbing hitches in the effects and the side effects of Epogene. So doctors, I want to inform you that there is a lot of caveat now in America during the use of Epogene. For example, it increases risk of death and tumor growth in chemotherapy patients, and of course it increases adverse reactions in cardiovascular, it causes cardiovascular complications in patients who have kidney diseases. Now, we also investigated Epogene and discovered that you have to give it 3 times a week intravenous. So you need somebody who is specialized in giving intravenous. So a specialized personnel, health personnel, should do that. And it takes 2 to 4 weeks of treatment to arrive at a conducive, normalized PCV. In Jobelyn, you just need to pop it in orally, and you get to your destination safe. And okay, we looked at blood transfusion. Recently, ladies and gentlemen, I am not telling you to become Jehovah's Witnesses. All what I'm trying to say is that in recent years, they have found a little problem for those who get blood transfusion. It's been discovered at Duke University, USA, that those who receive blood transfusions have high incidences of heart attack, heart failure, stroke, and even death. So you have to be wary. You can imagine those who are transfusing blood by 1980, 1981, not knowing of the presence of HIV in the blood of people. Another aspect, property of Jobelyn is its powerful anti-inflammatory capabilities. It suppresses a lot of cytokines. Well, something that might interest the audience here is the suppression of interleukin-6. Interleukin-6 is what triggers C-reactive protein. And C-reactive protein triggers a lot of cardiovascular diseases, as well as triggers crisis, interestingly enough, in sickle cell disorder patients. Management of rheumatoid arthritis just simply involves suppression or inhibition of tumor necrotic factor alpha, and Jobelyn has all these properties and capabilities. Now, I want to talk about the selectivity index of Jobelyn. It simply means comparing what we call the IC50, that is the inflammation coefficients of cyclooxygenase 2 to that of cyclooxygenase 1. What this does is simply to tell you the side effects of any non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug or any inflammatory drugs, the effect it has on the GIT. Right. Any one of them that suppresses cyclooxygenase 1 is looking for trouble in the GIT. Therefore, when you look at this selectivity index, the lesser the value, the less side effect it has on the GIT. Look at that list. Jobelyn's own is below 0.5. That of aspirin is 167, very bad for the GIT. And surprisingly, diclofenac has just a selectivity index of 2.2, so that's quite safe. So if you look at that list, you see that Jobelyn appears to be the safest in that list. Ladies and gentlemen, it was also discovered that this was done at MD Biosciences. This extract, P8, was extracted at the UAU University in Ife, where it was discovered that an extract of Jobelyn could suppress COX-2 selectively. If you want to know about the selectivity problem here, try to remember Vioxx and Celebex. They were great products, but they recently discovered that they suppress COX-1 a little bit, causing a lot of side effects. This is the graph which confirms that. And recently we discovered that sickle cell disease, unlike what I was taught in school, we thought that it was the friction within the capillary that broke down the sickle cells. Now it has been discovered that the friction there triggers the production of reperfusion injury, which simply means that a lot of interleukins and cytokines are generated. And it is these two group of substances which cause the crisis, sickle cell crisis, that is the hemolysis which occurs. And I've told you earlier on that Jobelyn suppresses interleukin and cytokines. So we have been using Jobelyn to manage sickle cell disorder patients for a long time. Only we were looking for an explanation. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the explanation. Jobelyn suppresses interleukin cytokines, which triggers the sickle cell crisis. This is it. When the CRP is high, there's going to be sickle cell disease. If it is low, definitely that will be reversed. Now, we also noticed at one hospital, military hospital in Awolowo Road, we discovered that it could potentiate the CD4 count in HIV patients. When used alone, that is when the CD4 count is above 600, you could use it alone, but in collaboration with antiretroviral drugs, the patients performed better. How safe is Jobelyn? It's very safe. Natives have been using generations, and the LD50 evaluation done at the College of Medicine, University of Lagos, confirmed it to have a very high safe margin. Jobelyn contains a high level of dietary fiber, almost 90 milligrams per capsule, and FDA, for your kind attention, had noticed that you have to consume 20 to 35 milligrams of dietary fiber per day. Jobelyn contains about 90. Well, I can go on and on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
I think you have sold Jobelyn.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you all, but I wish you will remember two things. Very good in sickle cell disease, and if you want to live as long as the tortoise, please take a lot of antioxidants. And the best antioxidant to recommend is Jobelyn. Thank you very much.